When I was a graduate student in philosophy way back in the 60s in Oxford, one day with a group of fellow graduate students, we got talking about what happens when your arm goes asleep and you can't control it. What on earth is that all about? And I got interested and started asking questions about, well, what is it? Is it the nerves? Do they get pinched? Is it blood flow? What is it? And they thought it was bizarre that a philosopher would be interested in the physiological questions of what was going on. They thought I was abandoning philosophy. I went off to the medical library and tried to get myself educated on how the nervous system works. And that was a main turning point for me. It suddenly hit me when I learned about neurons, cells of the brain that do the signaling, that they could be the basis for an evolutionary process in your brain, which was learning. That learning in the individual was just yet another Darwinian process. I didn't know much about evolution at the time, about natural selection, but I began to learn, and the more I learned, the more I thought, this is the key. This is the great key to how things fit together. We get rid of all the magic, and we have a bottom-up theory of meaning, and learning, and truth, and consciousness. And I'm, to this day, amazed at how complacent so many philosophers are with their utter ignorance of evolutionary theory. They think that if we had a physiological, mechanistic, physical explanation of creativity, of genius, of understanding, that this would somehow diminish and demean these wonderful phenomena. Not at all. If we understand how amazingly intricate and wonderful and ingenious nature is in allowing us to understand things and create things, think ahead, we would dismiss the magical ideas out of hand. And I think that Darwin's ideas undo many of the biggest problems in philosophy, or at least subvert them and turn them into better problems. And the fact that so many philosophers keep hammering away trying to find the essence of this or that, when Darwin has shown us that nothing of any interest has an essence. It's gradualism all the way. This is an idea that has just not dawned on a lot of philosophers, and for a very good reason. They learned from Socrates, from Plato, and the first thing to do is define your terms, establish the essence of each thing, as Aristotle put it. And that turns out to be the great philosophical mistake. Forget about essences. Learn about all the variation and the details in the penumbral cases. Then afterwards, you'll know what you're talking about.